Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars! Star Wars coloring book. Top 5 worst lightsaber duels. Like I said in my previous video, Star Wars is primarily known for its epic lightsaber duels. I highlighted some of the very best, but at the same time, there are some that are extremely bad. And I'm going to highlight the very worst. For this list, I'm only going to be referring to lightsaber duels that happen within Star Wars canon, like I did in my last video. Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan Kenobi, Star Wars, A New Hope. Granted, you can't really hate on this one that much because it was their first attempt in a lightsaber duel within the Star Wars series, but at the same time, you can't glorify it either, especially based off of today's standards. I am one of those Star Wars fans that saw the prequels before I saw the original trilogy. I've heard people say such great things about the original trilogy that I was really excited when I bought the original trilogy special edition DVD set. For somebody that was brought up on the lightsaber duels of the prequels, I was suffering from secondhand embarrassment when I saw the flinching and pausing in the duel with Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi on the Death Star. The technique wasn't really bad, but they really looked more like they're old guys fighting with laser swords and might accidentally kill each other. Obi-Wan's Kenobi's sacrifice to this day doesn't make any sense to me. Instead of letting Vader kill you, how about you try to fight him all through, or as long as you can, to guarantee Luke and Han and the rest have more time to escape. General Grievous versus the Gungans, the Clone Wars. Technically, this doesn't count as a lightsaber duel per se. There's only one user of lightsabers in this incident. This is a fight that happened between General Grievous, one of the greatest Jedi killers of all time, perhaps the second greatest Jedi killer of all time after Darth Vader. And despite killing many Jedi and doing some of the best fighters in canon to a stalemate, Grievous lost against a group of Gungans that were only wielding stick spears. This was just painful to watch. In Star Wars Legends, General Grievous was like a Darth Vader-esque killer and was a complete juggernaut compared to most other Jedi. Again, Grievous was able to match some of the greatest duelists in his day in one-on-one combat, but for him to get swamped by a group of Gungans carrying sticks is just an all-time low. When he was finally defeated by Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith, it was still an awesome way to die compared to this Gungan fight. Every Jedi that General Grievous has ever killed is turning over in their grave, turning over within the Force because of this. Finn versus TR-8R Force Awakens. For some reason, a lot of people enjoy this part in Force Awakens. This part made me cringe to the core. Finn is given a lightsaber used during a gunfight in the movie, which is the very first time Finn ever held a lightsaber. We know from the movies alone that it takes practice to get good with a lightsaber, but it's also reinforced throughout Star Wars that an average person can't be effective in lightsaber dueling, mainly due to the fact that lightsabers become very heavy once they are activated, and it requires superhuman strength and reflexes of a Jedi to be properly used. In the middle of a gunfight, TR-8R sees Finn with a lightsaber, and while there's blasting fire going on all around, he conveniently decides to toss his blaster at a significant distance from Finn, giving up his sniper's advantage, and then activates an electric baton. To TR-8R's credit, he then proceeds to kick Finn's behind, which only reinforces the fact that you can't just be anybody and pick up a lightsaber and become a Jedi. You should have never thrown away your gun in the first place because TR-8R just ended up getting shot before killing Finn. Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Maul, Star Wars Rebels. Kenobi and Maul have the greatest rivalry in all of Star Wars, hands down. Their rivalry lasted nearly 40 years. Anytime these two lock blades is the epitome, the pinnacle of lightsaber dueling in Star Wars. Well, except for one time. The final time, Darth Maul is one of the most beloved characters in all of Star Wars. We all knew he was going to die eventually, but he deserved to die better than this. I mean, this fight was only 3 moves. I know Kenobi is arguably the greatest defensive lightsaber master of all time. He moves as if every strike had a lifetime of preparation behind it, but still, they could have shown more love to Darth Maul. I mean, the stare down itself took 10 times longer as the actual fight. Just look at it. It was entirely misleading. I got so hyped as soon as they started swinging, I got off the edge of my seat just for it to end so abruptly. And we deserve more than just to see Obi-Wan swing his lightsaber 3 times in Star Wars Rebels. Rey versus Kylo Ren, The Force Awakens. I understand that the Knights of the Old Republic games are Star Wars legend and are not canon, but still, lightsaber dueling in those trailers are absolutely phenomenal and better than anything we've seen from any Star Wars canon lightsaber fights. We've still seen a lot of great lightsaber duels within canon as well, and when this movie came out, it was 2015. It's been 10 years since we've got the greatest Star Wars duel of all, which was between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi, Revenge of the Sith. I enjoyed the first half of Star Wars The Force Awakens. I really love the part when Rey and Finn are flying around the Millennium Falcon. I love how Finn broke Poe Dameron out of jail, especially how Kylo Ren stopped a sniper bolt in midair. Not a blaster bolt, a sniper bolt that killed a lot of Jedi in the past. That shows the love that Kylo Ren is on when it comes to the Force. All this movie had to do for me to like it as one of the biggest Star Wars fans in the world is to have an awesome ending fight. But instead it gives us the worst fight we've ever seen in Star Wars canon. And it takes a lot of effort to do something like that. There are so many things wrong with this lightsaber fight. Especially the part where Rey closes her eyes for 30 seconds. I swear to God, count it. It's 30 seconds in the middle of a lightsaber duel.
I could show you the ways of the Force!
Overall, it's just a crappy and sloppy fight. I had nightmares when I went home. I never regretted watching a Star Wars movie until I saw that one. It really makes me nervous to see Star Wars Episode 8. Being an enormous Star Wars fan that I am, there's nothing that can stop me from going. It's like being a female in an abusive relationship. I just keep coming back because you know, the comic books and the video games, they're good, plus the cartoons are great. So, you know, it takes more than just the newest movie trilogy to ruin Star Wars for me. But the new movie better be good or I'm petitioning Episode 9. Anyway, guys, that makes my top 5 worst lightsaber duels of all time. Please share, like, and subscribe if you haven't already, and tell me what you think in the comments below. And what are your least favorite lightsaber duels of all time? It's your boy, Brahmesis, the wisest and most powerful of all nerds. I'll see you guys next time.